What's going on, Cover Killer Nation? I wanted to get an album review out for you guys while my voice is still holding up. Yeah, it's one of the problems of being sick. Sometimes your voice just decides to go on you, especially if you've had to use it a good bit. Of course, the Super Bowl was tonight. Fortunately, the Steelers fell a little short. Congrats out to the Packers and all their fans. But, hey, it is what it is. We'll see you guys next year. Next year, it's going to be seventh heaven for the Pittsburgh Steelers. However, the album I want to talk to you guys about today is Lazarus A.D.'s Black Rivers Flow. It's an album that was put out here in 2011. In fact, it was just released on February the 1st, 2011, and these guys are a thrash metal band that puts a little bit of groove into their sound, and they are from Wisconsin, so they are part of the new wave of American thrash. However, it's not kind of in the same vein as a lot of the other bands that you are typically used to hearing, the bands such as the Warbringers, the Municipal Wastes, and everything like that, where they play as hard and as fast and as quick as they possibly can, and usually have very almost punkish, either that or almost deathish vocals. With this particular band, they kind of utilize a little bit of a gruff style, a very dissident and discordant vocal style, but at the same time they also utilize clean vocals as well, which kind of remind me a little bit more of leaning towards the more radio-friendly thrash that they produce out there. You know, I'm not even going to say names like Bullet for My Valentine and the like, but the clean vocals definitely ring a more commercial-friendly tone to these old ears of mine, and that's something that really isn't annoying at all with this particular band. You know, this is one of those bands that really shows you that you can utilize clean vocals, you can utilize this style that is really over-popularized and is overused, but if you mix it up correctly with some gruff vocals and with some damn good music, you're able to actually get quite a good album, not to mention it's going to be something that's going to be rather unique. Now, Lazarus A.D. is a band that I've often passed over, and, well, it's easy for me to do considering there's just such a wealth out there. However, whenever I saw this, and upon the request and the recommendation of one of the loyal subscribers, that's right, you guys out there, I decided to give this album a try, and I gotta say that the experience overall was a pretty damn good one. This is one of those bands where they definitely have a lot of the thrash-tastic riffing that I definitely enjoy. It's a little bit different. They use a little bit of a different guitar tone than you're typically apt to hearing in thrash metal. It's something where it's a little bit of more of a higher key. It's not something that's going to necessarily be thrash till you drop the whole entire way. And they don't utilize a drop riff or a drop tune a good bit. It's something that is there, however, it's not done in leads as it is with other thrash metal bands where it basically sounds very, very bass heavy, which is something that makes Lazarus A.D. a bit unique, and at the same time, it gives them a real identity. Now, the real identity crisis sometimes, as it would be called, is a little bit in the vocals here. I do enjoy the vocals. The gruff vocals mixed in with the cleans are something that I just praised. However, at the same time, it can become a little bit annoying, not to mention it can take away from the overall value of the song. A lot of these songs are very strong. There's two in particular that I'm going to recommend for you here in just a moment. However, the vocals sometimes can get a little bit clustered together, and it sometimes just takes away the value. I might be nitpicking on this one in particular, but it's something that definitely bogged down the experience for me a little bit. But otherwise, aside from that, a very, very solid listen. This is a band that the last album that they produced was 3.5 years ago, so they definitely had a lot of time to hone their craft and make it excellent. And they definitely took their time and they put out a good record. Now, the two songs that I'm going to recommend for you, first one's going to be the title track, entitled, of course, Black Rivers Flow. And the second one is Light a City on Fire. Or Light a Fire to a City, something like that. I will reference both of those in the description box. I can't believe I just fucking blew that. That's fucking hilarious. Another good thing about being sick, you get early Alzheimer's. Yes, that's awesome. But at any rate, guys, if you guys are looking for some new thrash, something that's relatively new, that's not been around for all that long. I know I just defined the word new. This is definitely a band to check out. I highly recommend that you give these guys a try and see what you guys think. The album, of course, is Black Rivers Flow by Lazarus A.D. It should be available now because it was released on February the 1st, 2011. Cover Killer Nation out. Take care, guys. Go Steelers!